Now I want you to sit down, and not just physically, I mean really sit down. Turn off the noise, mute the scrolling, because what I'm about to share with you, it ain't flashy, it ain't trendy, and it sure as heck ain't gonna go viral on TikTok unless you put a dancing cat in the corner. But it might just save you 10 years of pain. Might just shave off a decade of going in circles. You see, I've been around a while. I'm old enough to remember when phones had cords, when success was something you worked for, not filtered, when you didn't need a ring light to be taken seriously, just good character and a strong handshake. Yeah, I know I sound like someone's grandpa, but hey, at least I'm not trying to sell you a crypto course while flexing a rented car. Now let me tell you something that no algorithm will. This world is loud, but wisdom whispers. And if you don't slow down long enough to hear it, you'll miss it. You'll wake up one day, 35, tired, confused, wondering where your youth went and why your dreams are still chilling in your journal instead of your reality. And that's why I'm here. Not to yell, not to scare you, but to remind you that this life, it's yours, and nobody's coming to save it for you. You don't need 1 million followers. You don't need to look perfect. You don't even need to know exactly where you're going, but you do need something else. Principles. Something real, something timeless, something that doesn't change with every new app update. Because trends fade. Motivation fades, hairlines fade, trust me. But principles keep you grounded when the world is spinning. So today I'm going to give you 7 principles, not from some influencer, not from a textbook, but from experience, hard-earned, scar-earned, life-tested experience. These principles, they're simple, but not easy. They're old, but still undefeated. And they're exactly what I would tell the younger me if I could go back in time, hand him a cup of black coffee, and say, listen here, son, this world won't hand you peace, purpose, or a paycheck, but it will hand you distractions, delusions, and death if you're not careful. So let me give you the map, then you walk the road. If you're still here, if your soul is leaning in, good, because now we begin. 1, time is the most expensive thing you'll never own. Let me start with this. You don't own time, you borrow it. And one day, sooner than you think, it'll be due. And here's the wild part. When you're young, time feels like an ocean, endless, inviting, wide open. You feel like you can float forever. But let me tell you, young blood, one day, the tide pulls back. You blink and a whole year's gone. You check your phone and it's been 4 hours. You keep saying tomorrow and suddenly you're 30. Still making excuses, still chasing clarity, still wondering when life's really gonna start. Let me give it to you straight. Time is not something you have, it's something you spend. And once it's spent, you don't get a refund. But I've got plenty of time. Yeah, that's what I thought too. Until I realized that time moves fast, but regret moves fast. It's not the hours you waste that hurt you the most. It's when you finally want to act and realize the window has already closed. You want to know when most people wake up? Not in their 20s, not even in their 30s. It's when they're staring at a life they didn't choose, working a job they hate, in a body they've neglected, surrounded by people they don't even like. And then it hits them. I traded decades of my life for comfort and convenience, and now I want it all back. But you can't buy time back. No store sells it, no app delivers it, and no 10x productivity hack will rewind the years you spent distracted. So what can you do? Simple. Stop treating time like a junk drawer where you just toss your days and hope it works out. Start treating it like money. Actually, scratch that. Better than money. Because money, you can lose it and make it back. Time, once it's gone, it's gone. Forever. Start investing your time in things that give you return. Learn something that stretches your mind. Build something that lasts. Spend time with people who fuel your soul. Rest, real rest, not zombie scrolling, so your body doesn't break before your dreams take shape. Your time and your life. Every minute is a seed. You're planting something, even when you think you're doing nothing. So the question isn't, am I wasting time? The question is, what kind of life am I building with the time I've been given? 2, you don't have to feel like it, do it anyway. Let me tell you a hard truth, one I had to learn the slow way. Success doesn't care how you feel. That dream you're holding on to, it's waiting on you, not your mood. Now don't get me wrong, motivation is great. It's like a warm cup of coffee. Gets you started, feels good. But here's the problem. Motivation is a mood, and moods are moody. Motivation might hype you up today and vanish tomorrow. That's where discipline steps in. Discipline is what keeps you going on Wednesday, Thursday, and every blah day in between. Discipline is love in action. It's showing up when the excitement fades, when nobody's cheering, when your only support is the voice in your head saying, keep going. That's self-respect. That's future you saying, thank you. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Jim Rohn. What happens if you only act when motivated? You become a starter, a dabbler, someone who always has ideas, but nothing finished. You chase dopamine, not growth. And I've been there. Hyped at 2 a.m., writing goals, setting alarms. Then 7 a.m. hits, maybe tomorrow. I had big dreams, but no discipline. And that's where most people fall. They mistake the spark for the fire. But the fire, it's built one hard choice at a time. One habit, one unglamorous day. So how do you build discipline? Make it small. Don't go from 0 to 100. Start with 1 push-up, 1 page. Just show up. Make it identity-based. Don't say, I have to write. Say, I'm a writer. I am someone who finishes. Identity beats motivation every time. And make it non-negotiable. You don't debate brushing your teeth. You just do it. Treat your dreams the same. And yeah, there are days I want to quit too. I want to burrito myself in a blanket and eat cereal like a sad cartoon character. But I still show up. Why? Because my dreams didn't ask how I felt. They asked if I'd show up. Discipline is not punishment. It's protection. It protects your time. It protects your goals. It protects your peace. Discipline builds self-trust. Every time you follow through, you prove to yourself I'm not a quitter. And that belief, that's how you become unstoppable. So stop waiting for the perfect time. There is no perfect time. There's only now, and the choice to do it anyway. 3, stop comparing. Run your own race. Let me say something that might sting. Comparison is a thief, not just of joy, but of your time, peace, focus, even your future. Back in the day, you had to see someone in person to compare. Now, you carry 500,000 strangers in your pocket, all showing off the best 3% of their lives. Perfect lighting, background music, fake smiles. Meanwhile, you're in pajamas, scrolling, thinking, why am I not successful yet? Why don't I have a six-pack? Why is everyone doing better than me? You're comparing your behind the scenes to their highlight reel. You didn't see the 10 years it took them to build that business. You didn't see the debt behind the vacation. You didn't see the breakdown behind that inspirational post. Social media shows the show, not the story. Every second you compare your real life to someone's filtered moment, that's a second lost. Don't judge your day 1 by someone else's day 1,000. Run your race. Ever seen a racehorse? They wear blinders, not for style, but survival. If they look left or right, they lose focus and they lose the race. So stop looking around, look forward, look within, look up, because comparison breeds jealousy. Jealousy becomes bitterness, and bitterness will rock your dreams from the inside out. Truth is, we all have different timelines. Some peak at 19, others at 49, some start fresh at 60. You're not behind. You're just on your schedule. Comparison is a shortcut to misery. And the longer you scroll through someone else's life, the more you'll forget the power in your own. So unfollow if you must. Take a break. Recenter. Because once you run your race with blinders on and purpose in your chest, you stop chasing what they have and start becoming who you were meant to be. 4, fail fast, learn faster. Let me tell you something you might not want to hear. You're going to fail. Not maybe, not possibly, you will. And that's good news if you're wise enough to learn from it. Failure isn't the enemy, it's the entrance fee to growth. You don't get to skip it, you don't get to hack your way around it. If you want strength, wisdom, or anything that lasts, you'll have to go through it. Most people don't fear failure, they fear being seen failing. It's not the loss that scares them, it's the embarrassment. What will people think? What if I look stupid? But here's the truth, nobody's watching as closely as you think. They're too busy dealing with their own mess. Meanwhile, you sit on the sidelines trying to avoid looking like a beginner while the beginners are out there building futures. Failure is a foundation, not a finish line. Every fall adds a layer. Grit, wisdom, self-respect. No one who succeeded skipped the struggle. You'll hear I started 3 businesses that failed. I bombed 10 speeches before one worked. I got rejected so many times I lost count. That's not failure, that's training. Now listen, failure stings. There's no applause for falling flat, but it beats living with regret. It's better to fail than to wonder, what if? What if I tried? What if I kept going? I'd rather fall 100 times and have stories than play it safe and wonder if I ever really lived. Don't personalize it. You failed at something, you're not a failure. Learn from it. Every mistake has a message. Keep moving, don't stay down. Get up, adjust, go again. Fall down 7 times, stand up 8. You can be the one who tried and failed, or the one who never tried and always wondered. So fail loudly, bravely, messily, because one day that failure might just help someone else rise. 5, your friends can build you or break you. Here's one of life's most underrated truths. Your environment will either grow you or poison you. And by environment, I mean your circle. The people you talk to, the voices you hear. Because no matter how strong you think you are, you will never outgrow your circle. If your friends are clowns, you're at a circus. If they're crabs, you're in a bucket. But they're my friends. Sure, but are they growing with you or still stuck in the same habits, same excuses, same small thinking? Ask yourself, do they call you higher or pull you lower? Do they challenge you or coddle your comfort? If they're not helping you build, they're helping you settle. Low energy circles kill high value dreams. It's hard to think big when everyone you around thinks average. It's hard to stay hungry when they're full of distractions. Small minds talk about people. Average minds talk about events. Great minds talk about ideas. So what are your conversations filled with? Complaints? Gossip? Excuses? That's not hanging out. That's holding yourself back. Energy is contagious. Ever been around someone so positive it made you feel lazy? That's the kind of energy you need. People who challenge you, who don't let you quit on yourself, who say, you said do that, did you? Great idea, now finish it. Do you need to cut everyone off? No, you don't need to burn bridges, but you do need to build new ones. Some people were meant for a season, not your whole story. And that's okay. Keep the love, keep the respect, but if they don't feed your growth, don't let them lead your future. Final word on friendship. The right people make you stronger. The wrong people make you smaller. If you're serious about your goals, get serious about your circle. Audit it, upgrade it, protect it, because your future depends on it. 6, you're not behind, you're becoming. Let me tell you something the world rarely says. You're not failing, you're not late, you're not behind, you're becoming. And becoming takes time. We live in a microwave culture. Everyone wants instant success, 30 days to a new life. But nothing meaningful is built overnight. Oak trees don't grow in a week. Muscles don't appear from one workout. And character, that's shaped in seasons, through storms, pressure, and persistence. But in a world that glorifies speed, it's easy to feel like you're doing something wrong if you're not popping off. You're not. You're just on your timeline. Growth doesn't always look like winning. Sometimes growth is messy, quiet, lonely. It's healing, it's reflection, it's choosing to keep going when no one's clapping. That unseen effort, that's where becoming happens. In silence, in discipline, in the dark, where your roots grow deep. By 25, I should. By 30, I need to. Says food. There's no cosmic deadline. The only clock that matters is the one inside you. This race, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And it's okay to walk. Quick story, a 22-year-old once told me he felt behind because his friend bought a condo and landed a six-figure job. I asked, "Do you even want that?" He paused, then I said, "Don't rent someone else's dream and call it yours." He laughed, but it hit deep. You're building, not arriving. Right now, you're building roots, foundations, character, patience. That's not a delay, that's development. The deeper your roots, the taller you'll grow. So don't envy their fruit while you're still watering your seed. You're not stuck, you're solidifying. You're not lost, you're learning. You're not broken, you're building. Give yourself grace. Set your goal. Keep walking your path, because you're not behind, you're becoming. 7, the world needs your gift. Don't die with it still inside you. Let me ask you something. What are you holding back right now? The song unwritten, the book unstarted, the idea you keep talking about but never build, the love never spoken, the gift you never give. Why? Because you're scared? Think it's not that special? Let me tell you what's worse than rejection: regret. The graveyard is the richest place on earth. Why? Because it's full of dreams never lived, books never written, ideas never shared, love never expressed, people who died full of greatness the world never got to see. Don't be one of them. Live empty. Pour it all out. But I don't feel ready. You never will. That's the trap. You don't need permission. Life itself is your invitation. You were born with something no one else has: your voice, your story, even your scars. And that gift, it's not just for you. Someone out there is waiting for what only you can give. Your story might save a life. Your courage might unlock someone else's. Your creativity might guide someone lost. So don't rob the world by staying silent. Your silence could be someone else's loss. No, you don't have to be famous. Nobody's asking you to be Oprah or Picasso. Just show up. Not perfectly, not loudly, just consistently. You don't need a platform, you just need a pulse. If you're alive, you're qualified. What if you fail? But what if you don't? What if this is what you were born for? What if that one post, one book, one song changes everything? You won't know unless you try. Final word on purpose. The question isn't, do I have something to offer? It's, do I have the courage to offer it? The world has enough noise. It needs your truth, your gift, even if it's small, especially if it is. So stop waiting. Start sharing. Live full, die empty, because the clock is ticking and the world is waiting on you. Before you close this video, before you scroll away to the next thing, let's take one last moment, because this wasn't just content. This was a conversation from one soul to another, from someone who's been through the fire to someone just getting started. So let's bring it home. Time is priceless. Don't waste it. Every second is a seed. What you plant now, you'll harvest later. Spend your time like it matters, because it does. Discipline beats motivation. You won't always feel like it. Do it anyway. That's how winners are built, not in comfort, but in consistency. Stop comparing. Run your own race. Their chapter isn't your chapter. Your journey is sacred. Stay in your lane. Water your own roots. Fail fast. Learn faster. Mistakes are not the end. They're part of the process. Fall. Get up. Grow. Your circle shapes your future. If your friends don't lift you, they limit you. Choose people who challenge your comfort and call out your greatness. You're not behind, you're becoming. Slow progress is still progress. You're not late, you're just learning. Keep building. The world needs your gift. Don't die full of potential. Use it. Share it. Let the world feel what only you can bring. Now that you've heard all this, what are you going to do with it? Don't just feel inspired. Make a move. Pick one principle, just one, and live it today. Because the best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now.